Hey guys, I am going to attempt to do a tutorial, and I'm going to use the new stamp set that I got today, and it is called Winter Post, and this is it right here, and I'm really enjoying it. The item number for this, if you're interested, is somewhere 111780. Alright, I'm going to use that stamp set, and then I'm going to use one out of these Sincere Salutations, and it is going to be Holiday Greetings. And that is number 115068. So what I've done is I've taken a piece of the really red cardstock, and I cut it down to 4 1/4, the paper 4 1/4 by 11, and folded it in half, so it's 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. Then I took the designer paper, and this is from the Holly Berry Bouquet collection. The back side is the glittery hearts, dots. So I cut this down to 5 1/4 by 4. The Crumb Cake cardstock is cut down to a little less than 5 by about 3 5/8, and then I'm going to round the edges with my corner rounder, which is right here. And then for the inside of the card, the paper is, it's again Crumb Cake, and that is 3 by 5, and I used cherry cobbler baker's twine and a vintage button that I had. So let's see if I can make sense out of this tutorial. Alright, so first thing that I'm going to do is go ahead and stamp my sayings onto the front, and I'm going to use 3 stamps out of the Winter Post for the front. I'm going to use the postcard and the postmark and the skating couple. Okay, so for the postcard and the postmark, I'm going to be using chocolate chip, the classic ink chocolate chip. And I'm doing this around my camera, my tripod, so hopefully I won't mess it up. Put this up here in the corner. Okay. And again, I'm going to use the chocolate chip ink with the postcard stamp. I don't know how good this angle is, but until I figure out a better way, like getting a boom or something, I think this is going to have to do. So I apologize, it's not the best angle. Okay, so that's on the bottom. Then I'm going to use Real Red in the classic Stampin' Pad for my ice skating couple. And go ahead and ink this one up. I wonder if it would be better if I put the camera so it's towards the back. I don't know, then everything would be kind of upside down, I suppose. Maybe I need to practice that. And then I'm going to go ahead and line up my couple and stamp them here in the upper left corner. There we go. And I'm going to take some of my cherry cobbler baker's twine. I love it. It says North Pole. I always want to write AK after it. because North Pole, Alaska is about 11 miles from here. If you guys are interested, it's fun to go look at the Santa Claus house website. They are in North Pole, and Santa is there a lot during this time of the year. During the summer, they're really busy too because of all the tourists that come up. Where did I put my scissors? Right here. I guess I put them away. So we get a lot of tourists, and so of course they want to go see the Santa Claus house. It's a huge gift shop. Well, I guess I cut that kind of weird, so let me just rewrap that. It's a huge gift shop. They have ornaments and t-shirts, just pretty much sweatshirts, anything that you can think of that's Christmas related, and they have an online, you can order online if you want to. They also sell letters from Santa, and they can be postmarked from North Pole, which is pretty cool. They have a special mailbox at the post office there, and it will get a special postmark on it if you put it in the one mailbox. Okay, so I've got my twine wrapped around there, and I'm going to space this out where I want it to be. Maybe down a little farther. There we go. I tell you, my fingers are just so dry, the skin, that it's really hard to do anything. And then working with paper, of course, doesn't help it. So get this pretty much where I want it to be on my card. And then I just take some regular, just like Scotch tape, and I tape that down in the back, and what that's going to do is it's going to hold it steady, and it's going to make it easier for me to use my snail runner over it when I go to attach this onto the card. So I have that down there, and then I'm going to choose one of my buttons. I have a few here that I could use. This is the one that I used on the one I've already made. I could use this one, I could use this one, but I think I'll just stick with this button. And all I did was thread this through, one on either side, and I tied it a couple of times. Cut the ends off and don't cut my finger. I did that last week with my cutter bee scissors. I cut a nice little V into my finger. Kind of felt like I was at work. Alright, then I am going to take a glue dot, a larger glue dot, and I'm going to stick it on the back here. And put my button down. Okay, so there's that. Then I am going to go ahead and stamp the images for the inside, and this one is Holiday Greetings, and again I'm going to use this in the chocolate chip. And I'm going to stand up here so I can center this and line it up pretty well, hopefully. Ew, okay. When that happens, you just turn it over. There you go. And then I am going to take the, oh, I forgot, I'm going to use the snowflake too out of my winter post. So I have my snowflake out of the winter post, and I'm going to do the real red. I'm going to put a piece of paper down here so I don't get my mouse pad too messy. And then I'm just going to kind of randomly go around and place these. Oh, I suppose it would help if you could see what I'm doing. Place these on here, and then I'm just going to go in and stamp off some of that so I can get a more subtle. There we go. So that's going to be the inside, and that leaves room for writing your name and whatever else you want to do. The blade on my paper trimmer is giving out on me a little bit, so I'm just going to go ahead and kind of even that edge off. Oh, and I forgot to round my corners. This card you could give to a guy. It could be equally masculine. So I'm going to go and adhere this to the designer paper. I think this is so sweet. I just love those little flowers on the creamy background. And I'm going to use my SNAIL adhesive here. Oh, get it the right way. See, this is why I don't do tutorials very often, because I'm kind of a noob sometimes when I do these. Alright, and then I'm going to line, actually I'm going to put this on here first. That will be easier, because this I want to make sure I have plenty of adhesive on because of the texture. I don't want it peeling off. Then put a couple strips in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on my card. And I'm going to stand up and line it up. If you guys have some suggestions on how I can get a better camera angle or how I can create a boom, I would really appreciate it, because my table's kind of in the middle of the room, so I don't have a wall or a shelf to hang a boom off of. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this down, and then put the greeting inside. So there you have it. Real simple, simple, classic. I love the craft colored papers, so I love the Crumb Cake, and this is such a nice texture. So I really like this. I think it looks real vintagey, and yeah. I hope you guys like it. Please leave your comments below, and if you have any suggestions for me for my craft table, and my camera, I would really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, you guys. You take care, and if you have any questions, like I said before, leave them below. If you want any information on these products, please let me know, and I will put my direct link to my store page at Stampin' Up! If you want to order anything. I would greatly appreciate it. You can go ahead and just order through that page and have it shipped directly to you. So, alright, you guys, take care. Thanks again. Bye.